Hello, my name is Rodney Conner from the TechSpot Network, and here is another product review in our product review labs, the LG G Vista from AT&T. This phone is quite a beauty. I don't want to call it cheap, but it is definitely the more affordable version of the LG G3. A lot of features are comparable, and then there are some features that are essentially cut in half, which explains the nearly half cut in price. You can actually pick this up full price for $374.99 compared to much more for the LG G3. Even $12.50 a month if you use the AT&T Next program. One quick disclaimer, I apologize for the video, the shadows and all this. I had to make a quick change on the videos, so I'm going to try to make this one a little quicker so we can both get through the pain as fast and as fast and easily as possible. See, I can't even talk. Okay, so onto the phone. That's what we're here for, right? Okay, so first off, we've got obviously the front, and yeah, see there's the webcam. I apologize. Obviously, there's the LG logo. A beautiful 5.7-inch screen, HD IPS screen. It is just an HD, not full HD, so it's a 720p screen. We got the earpiece here. You've got your front camera, a little status light, of course, over there. We've already explained this beautiful screen, so off to the right side. Sorry, I'm trying to play the angles here. Absolutely no buttons. On the left side, absolutely no buttons. On the bottom, you've got your charging port. Very simple there. And then the tiny little dot there would be the microphone for you, of course, so that people can hear you. On the back side is where most of the details are. I apologize. I tried to clean this off the best I could, but you know, review phones, they get beat up sometimes. There's the rear-facing speaker, a lovely little logo there, AT&T logo, and then the three buttons that were also, I'm sorry, four buttons. Three buttons. I'm getting myself confused. It's late at night. Three buttons. You've got your on and off. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Your on and off switch, and then your up and downs for various things: volume, screen brightness, and other things. You've got your right here's your LED flash. This is your autofocus, and then of course the camera right there in the middle. And then on top, you've even got your of course we've got our headphone port. And then there's even an infrared transmitter for your remote control feature. Okay, whoops, see, I can't even hit the right buttons. All right, now on to this screen, and I apologize again, the screen's extremely bright, so there's not much I can do about that. But what I can do is talk to you about how great this phone is. Well, actually, since I gave you a preview already of that lovely selfie that I tried to take, let's, whoops, I apologize again. See, I was trying out the feature of the, I have to apologize, I can't even help but laugh at my own picture. I was goofing around testing out the feature of what's called voice shutter. Say the simple magic word, cheese, LG, there's a couple of other words, and it will actually take your photo when you say that word. So anyway, I just had to get on to that. Anyway, on to the good stuff. First off, this phone comes with 4.4 KitKat, of course, the one of the most recent, but not the most recent system. A 1.2 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon processor. The RAM, 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. Internal storage, 8 gigabytes, which is pretty common anymore, up to 8 gigabytes, up to 32 gigabytes of micro SD storage. Let's pop that open here real quick. Let me try to do this simply. See, I have a problem here. I have a microphone I have to follow and a camera and reach around a tripod. Doing all of this live. I'm supposed to be hitting buttons. We'll shut that off. There we go. One of my most favorite features of this phone is the 3200 milliamp hour battery. To give you an idea on what that equates to, at least when the phone's brand new, I know over time there's wear and tear on the battery. This battery gives you up to 26 hours talk time on one charge, up to 27 days of standby time, almost an entire month of standby time. We've got the SIM card slot, and on top of that is the micro SD slot, just like or very, very similar to the LG G3. Actually, if we had one side by side, they'd look almost identical. Here's a quick demo showing the awesome color and clarity of the LG G Vista. Just a couple of photos here showing the quick capture there with the lens. Just another picture here. And then this one here is just a sample photo from my iPhone 5S. And then, of course, the LG G Vista. Look at the difference and how clear. Again, this time showing some shadowing with the iPhone 5S. And then the LG G Vista. So rich. Here's a demo with the voice shutter feature.
Cheese! There it goes.
And then a quick video showing the difference. The LG G Vista on the left, the iPhone 5S on the right. Just look at the difference. Okay, so I want to just recap a couple of the features that I skipped at the beginning part of the video. First off is the weight of this phone. This phone, the LG G Vista, of course, is only 5.9 ounces. Comes in at a very common weight. It's not too heavy, not too light. It feels just right in the hand, actually. Even for being such a large screen and such a large phone, it actually, LG did a great job of narrowing it just enough for most people to hold just perfectly. 5.9 ounces, it's definitely not something to wear your arm out too bad, but, take a break over here and there. A few things I did want to mention of what my favorite features are of this phone, of course, are one is what's called dual window support, or you could do dual windows. Basically, you can use two apps side by side for easy multitasking. You've got what's called mini view. This allows you to resize a window down into basically thumb reachable range, giving you a easy one-handed usage of the device. Gesture shots. I did talk about the voice shutter feature, but then there's what's called gesture shots. Now I did try this and I couldn't get it to work. Maybe there was a setting that I just couldn't find, but according to everything I read and saw, it was just supposed to work, and I couldn't find any settings for it, so I can't decide otherwise. But anyway, gesture shots. Basically, according to the description on the AT&T website, when I'm trying to do a selfie with the front-facing camera, essentially if I hold it out, I should be able to stick my hand up and make a fist. The camera is supposed to see that, the phone's supposed to see that, and it says, oh, okay. And it recognizes that and gives you a 3-second timer to get your hand out of the way and get the perfect selfie. The reason behind that, at least according to AT&T's description, is a lot of times when people are trying to do that selfie, when you go to hit that button, you move the phone, you shake the phone, and then you get that blur. Since it's already only a 1.3 megapixel camera, you really can't move it much before you start getting a blurry picture. A guest mode has been put into this software of the LG system, I guess we'll call it. Anyway, LG put in what's called guest mode. Basically, this gives you the peace of mind that if someone says, hey, can I borrow your phone real quick? And you worry that maybe they'll walk off and hold on to it for a minute, you can set it so that that person can only have access to what you allow them to, certain apps and other things. And finally, screen lock options. There are 6 different ways to lock your phone or to unlock your phone from the screen. First is just the easy. Well, first I gotta wake it up. Of course, it's just a swipe. If I can do it and actually demonstrate it correctly, it's just a simple swipe. And then there's facial recognition or a face unlock. I did test that out and I liked it quite a lot, actually, and it worked out really well. However, it's of course sensitive in light situations. So in here, which is in this room where I set it up, it worked perfectly. All I did was just bring the phone near my face and it instantly took it. There is a feature in there of what's called livable mode, I do believe is what it's called. Essentially what it is it allows you to set a feature. See if I can find it here real quick. You set a feature so that the phone, when it's trying to do a facial recognition, will make sure that you blink. It gives the phone the ability to ensure that you're really a living person instead of just a picture. Because you could take, if, say, I have a picture up there of me and my kids up on the wall, someone could just take my phone and just put it close up to my part of the picture and potentially unlock the phone. There's also the classic pattern. There's a PIN code, password, and then the knock code. I love the knock code. That's the first time I saw it was with the LG G3. So, of course, like I said at the beginning of this is a very similar phone, kind of like the younger, more affordable cousin, the LG G Vista to the LG G3, which, of course, the knock code. And I really like the knock code because it gives me the feeling of what's in the House of Cards show, where he does the two tap. So that's a roundup of my key features that I really, really like about this phone. I haven't found much I dislike about this phone. Audio quality as far as video playback is decent. I wouldn't say it's great. As far as listening to music, again, it's okay. It would not be my first choice over others. I have to be completely honest. If I had a choice, it would be the last phone I did, the Kyocera Duraforce. That is one heck of a phone to listen to music on. Call quality is pretty much just like any other phone. Usability, again, just like any other Android phone for the most part. There's no key differences that set this phone apart from others as far as usability and accessibility, at least not that I have either read about or discovered myself. So all in all, this phone I would give on our TechSpot Network scale of buy, I would give it a buy. My name is Rodney Conner, and this has been another review on the TechSpot Network.